Testing, testing. Check 1, 2. Okay, cool. Looks like we are good. Let me make the event a little bigger. There we go. How's it going, everybody? Playing FF14 today. Just chilling on this game for the most part. I've got a few things I need to get caught up on for the raid group I'm with. Because I have not seriously played this game since like September. It is currently February, so I'm a little behind. And I know I need to get my weapons upgraded. Let's see here. Yeah, for example, I need to get my warrior weapon up. Well, I guess in my case it'll be Dark Knight, because I'm Dark Knight for the group. Yeah, so I'm going to do the Relics, then probably do Dailies, try and get some of my other classes leveled up. Because my Dragoon is at 84, so it's almost to max level. And then I'll need to actually do, like, Machinist at some point. And then I want to get the Fierce Tyrant Satire Coffer from PvP. Because the PvP armor sets are limited time. And this was the armor set that I was working on back in September. It was going for, like, the level 25 here. And I'm impressed it's still around, but I think that's just because Dawn Trail has been a bit of a distance out. So, first things first, I probably need to go to Rad's. If I had to assume, it's where the other relic quests were started up at. And, yeah, that looks like the... Maybe? Are you what I'm looking for? Trader, delivery removal. Oh, yeah, that's a Manderville man right there. Let's go. Ah, Yvette, you're just in time to assist with my latest fact-finding expedition. Our recent foray into Charlayan revealed that Poo-Poo's friend was in the company of a Hannish alchemist, yes? As such, I was inspired to do some preliminary legwork here in Thavner. I contacted my usual sources for local sightings of alien phenomena, but alas, they had none to share. I have thus switched tactics and decided to track down this alchemist fellow instead. Surely someone will have heard the tale of an apothecary bold enough to set up shop on a Garlean battlefield. The inspector and the others have been pursuing a similar line of inquiry, yet have found no leads here in the city or at the Great Work. I believe they've moved their investigation to Yedhimad, so I suggest we hurry over and join them. I cannot have that little blue man muddying the waters when we're so close to grasping his master plan. Of course. You know, as you do. Oh god, I forgot about Brandahild. Hello, Brandahild. This port town would be an excellent place to analyze global trading trends. I'm sure. I forgot how wild the questline is for the Manderville at this point. We've got alien, we've got an alien low poly Hildebrand, which is Brandahild here. And then we've got actually Hildebrand. Let's make the bit a little smaller. I see the two of you are as eager to observe my inspectorial genius at work. Ah, the long-term fans are often the most ardent. As a matter of fact, we were just about to continue our investigation into the alchemist we know to have been traveling with Master Poo-Poo's comrade. I mean, that is to say, I am merely following in the inspector's wake. You needn't be so modest, my dear Inspector Brandahild. 'Tis wrong of me to comport myself as an equal to you all in any respect, for I am but a copy, and a flawed one at that. Stuff and nonsense, clone or not, self-deprecation is unbecoming in a Manderville man. Exactly, the things you do are amazing. Oh, I don't know about that. 'Twas you who saved Yvette from certain doom, was it not? Well, not quite as electric. My reading comprehension's being put to the test. I'm from NA. You can't do this to me. Alacritus as mine. Your rapid reasoning is nevertheless quite effective. 'Tis kind of you to accept me, rough edges and all. I only hope my meager contributions are of some small assistance. Too modest by half. I'd say his mental faculties far surpass those of the original. That's enough chin-wagging amongst ourselves, I think. Let us spread out and learn what the locals know of this adventurous apothecary. Let's do it. Let's see. Yes, I know the one of whom you speak. A fellow fisherman told me of a friend of his, an apothecary, who set off for Wartorn Golemald to sell his medicines. A reckless fool, if you ask me. I've no interest in the affairs of such men, but you do, I take it. If so, I suggest you head to Usakaik and hear the tale for yourself. Look for a red-haired lad there, gathering shellfish. Okay, you are actually from another quest. And from Azam, from the looks of it. The Azam Step. Also, I guess another thing I do need to be doing soon is gathering Aether Currents. I don't have flight in many DLC areas. For example, I cannot fly here, but they recently brought back the Final Fantasy XV car. And so now that I have a 4-seater mount, and thus could ferry people around, I should do the responsible thing, theoretically anyway, and go actually gather up my Aether Currents so that we can fly people places. Do I know any apothecaries? In Razathan? Of course, more than I can count. I've not heard tell of anyone peddling such goods in the heart of the Empire, though. Seems like a terrible idea to me. What with civil war raging and the world almost ending. The situation's improved in recent days, but even so, the Radiant Host still has to provide security for cargo shipments. A lone merchant, trading there alone? Impossible. Okay. And I'm looking for a redhead peddler. I know of many merchants who travel abroad to ply their wares, but none who have business in Garlemald. You'd have to be mad or desperate indeed to consider setting up shop in that troubled land. I mean, word is we've signed some kind of trade agreement with the Garleans, but it's still not the kind of place where one simply wanders in and opens a street stall. Let's see here. Redhead Alchemist. Nobody comes to mind. I don't think it's anyone I know. Ah, Yvette. I hope your questioning has borne fresher fruit than mine. Yeah, the guy at the dock's kind of helpful. I'm looking for a red-headed alchemist or something. Oh ho! A good friend of the alchemist in question, you say? Then let us gather the troops and pay a visit to this Felix. God damn it! I'm from NA. You can't do this to me. Felicitous fisherman. God damn. His vocabulary. It's too gentlemanly for me. The story of my apothecary friend. Oh, you must mean Baharasov. Well, I was near enough to calling it a day anyway, so here's what I can tell you. Baharasov comes from a very poor family and, growing up, never had much in the way of money or possessions. I suppose those experiences are what led to his lifelong obsession with gaining wealth. After trying his hand at a succession of trades, he decided alchemy would earn him the most gil, but his stock never sold as well as he'd hoped. So when he heard about the internal strife in Garlemald, he saw it as a golden opportunity. Surely the middle of a war was the best place to sell medicines. More like the best place for near-death experiences. He soon gave up on his Garlemald venture, but while one would have expected him to return lamenting his ill fortune, Baharasov was practically euphoric when I saw him again. A God's given blessing he'd found on the snowfields had given him much cause to celebrate. He said he'd learned how to create gold. I must admit, I laughed at first. But then he showed me a gleaming mountain of the stuff, enough to proclaim himself a merchant prince. But he even changed his name to Van Hoody, a word which means to bring bounty of the divine. A name I've heard. He's the rising star in the markets, is he not? The one snapping up commercial ventures left and right. Yes, Van Hoody has certainly made his ambitions known here in Thavner, especially when he attempted to purchase the entire port of Yedlemad. The dockmasters declined to sell, of course, but when it comes to buying historic landmarks, Bottom's purse can open surprising doors. Last I heard, he'd converted the Gilded Araya into a private abode, and has been filling it with every rare treasure his gold can secure. He pays out particularly large sums for artworks depicting the goddess Asura. I remember him being a fervent worshipper of hers, even as a child. I've encountered much Mansuya and Murgalor and Radzadhan, yet I recall no mention of this Asura. Well, that's hardly surprising. As a deity of war, she's not well loved by the common folk. Baharasov is different, though. He sees life as a constant battle to amass wealth, and it is to Asura whom he prays for victory. Damn me if she didn't listen. That once poor boy became merchant royalty, a man far too rich and important now to afford more than a fleeting moment for simple fishermen, even those who were once dear friends. Adri, you got it, Fugo. How's it going, Glenn? Welcome in, boys. Working on our relic quest line. Yes, I drank. I drank, Fugo. I got you. If you'll excuse me, I really must leave it at that. These clams won't sell themselves, you know. How about that, eh? Our sought-after apothecary and the upstart merchant prince were one and the same. Might we assume the blessing he stumbled upon in Garlemald was a certain alien craft and its occupant? Sorry to intrude, but aren't you the hero who helped us when folk were turning into beasts? Well, some nasty-looking creature just showed up outside town. One of our guards went to confront it, but I don't like our odds against that thing. This sounds like a case for Inspector Hildebrand. Come, friends, let us investigate forthwith. Of course, Hildebrand. Ah. It's this guy again. I thought you destroyed that monster. I have the situation under control, citizens. This individual bears a strong resemblance to a known fugitive, so I thought it prudent to investigate. Regrettably, he has proven less than forthcoming with answers. How many times must we teach you this same lesson, shiny skull man? Lesson What are you on about? Bah, cease this babbling and get out of my way. Lord Van Hoody's orders are to cause trouble at the port, and I'm running behind schedule. Van Hoody, the merchant who tried to buy Dir Hamad, so he put you up to this. Curses! How did you manage to deduce our dastardly plan? You blurted it out. Silence! No one learns of our scheme can be suffered to live. Prepare to be squashed, meddlesome worms. Let's go! It's a Manderville man! Three more sinister skullmen. Was the doctor a quadruplet? Of course, that's how this could possibly come to be. Let's go! It's Mama Manderville with a comically large pan! Let's fucking go! Warrior moment! I'm just saying we need a comically large pan for warriors. It needs to happen. Mother? Fucking warrior. Vexatious vermin. This will soften you up. Oh, let's go. Give me the fucking pan. Bah! A lucky hit. He'll be fine. He's fine, chat. One last pitch. On guard. Unlimited heavy hitter special. Let's go. Screenshot that. But that was my fastball. Let's go. I've come to expect father's sudden appearances, but what brings you here, mother? A proposition from the merchant Van Hoody, as a matter of fact. I'm accompanying your dad as a manager for Manderville and Manderville, and we were just on our way to the bloke's mansion. I've already refused Master Van Hoody once before when he tried to buy out our commercial empire. But this time, however, the deal concerns offloading a quantity of gold at our wholesale prices. It is quite an attractive offer, considering fine jewelry is our stock in trade. We thought to at least listen to his proposal. But if he would purposefully command his lackeys to disturb the peace of a public port... We can't do business with a thug like that. Absolutely not. Where did all those lackeys come from in the first place? Is there a hulking, weaponized brute manufactory around here somewhere? As I suspected, my ship's vaporization beam is configured to expunge only replicated matter. So you can copy inorganic materials as well. How interesting. Once the matter duplication facility has analyzed an object's molecular structure, it can generate any number of copies. Yet it cannot create matter from nothing. A requisite supply of aether must be on hand to facilitate the process. More hydration. Okay, geez, Fugo. I got you. Core, you sure know a lot. You sure know a lot about a lot, Inspector Brandahild. Even alien starships. Tis no great achievement. As I've mentioned, the gaps in my knowledge were patched with data from the starship's own archives, which included the vessel's full schematics and functions. Assuming I understand this correctly, is it possible Van Hoody is using the repaired alien craft to replicate piles and piles of gold? We share the same suspicion, Master Delion. To my knowledge, no other method exists that can reliably produce precious metals. Of course! 'Tis an obvious conclusion. That being the case, one might further assume that Van Hoody is either threatening or deceiving Master Poo-Poo's comrade in order to gain access to the vessel's superior technology. Our course of action is clear. We march right up to this gold spawner's front door and demand the release of his extraterrestrial hostage. We must confront this malicious merchant at once. If your heart's set on confrontation, then you may as well come with us. Van Hoody's invitation included a private airship flight to his new estate. Aye, we still need to formally reject his deal anyways, and his pilot will be waiting. Let's go, Godbert. Shall we be on our way? We're to meet Van Hoody's pilot atop the rise just south of Kadhaya's footsteps. Kadhaya's footsteps. English is hard, dude. Especially when it's words that are not common in English. I'm from NA. You can't do this to me. Anyway, chair. I should probably put the car there. Or, you know, like Savage mount, Anniversary mount, PvP mount. Something more than a chair, perhaps. Nah, it'll be fine. Oh, funny dungeon mount. This one's actually kind of cool. Hamter. Apparently, the actual sentient creature here is the little palm. Like, just the tail. The rat is a chameleon disguise, essentially. The actual brain is the palm. Because, Final Fantasy lore, of course. Lord Godbert, Lady Julian. And entourage? Pray, excuse our presumptuousness. My son and his companions insisted they come along, desperate as they were to meet the illustrious Master Van Hoody. I see. One moment, if you please. Lord Van Hoody should be glad to welcome you all to his home. Pray step aboard and I shall take you there directly. Those look like the Mansuya Towers. Welcome, honored guests, to my humble abode. I trust the view is to your liking. Since you traveled all the way from distant Uldar, a pleasant backdrop to our talks was the least I could provide. And what an unexpected boon this is. I had been debating when to extend you a personal invitation, but now here you are, like a wish come true. Save your act for the magistrates, Van Hoody. We know the secret of your ill-gotten gold. You will cease this exploitation of alien technology and release your hostage into the care of Master Poo-Poo at once. Unraveled all my schemes, have you? Good. I needn't waste my breath on tedious explanations, then. This is Master Poo-Poo, I presume? I do have his fellow alien here with me, yes. As for exploiting their technology, I freely admit to duplicating a quite frankly obscene amount of gold. But that was merely the beginning. Imagine making copy after copy of the deadliest weapons in existence. Would not the world itself be yours for the taking? Let's get straight to the point. I want you at my side. With the vaunted warrior of light as the template for my clone army, we could conquer this and every other land in creation. That's, I mean, if I could have a raid party of, like, so many copies of myself, you know? I'll be honest, I don't think current tier would stand a chance. That's not a bad idea, actually. Splendid jest, my friend. A splendid and not at all indicative of suppressed megalomaniacal ambitions jest. Yes. But Rose will take CC away from you, though? You'd be welcome to try and stop me. There'd be so many of me. Of course it was. Our redoubtable Yvette would never dream of accepting such a contemptible proposal. A pity. Yet I anticipated you would prove an impediment to my ascension. Yes, it seems the time has come to test Ruge's ritual of manifestation. All was prepared long in advance of your coming. This tower holds not only mundane treasures, but also caches of crystals. As for the requisite congregation of worshippers, well, I had but to clone myself. After all, who is more devoted to my cause and my goddess than me? I'm just saying, if we had 8 Yvettes that we could just fling at whatever fight. 8 Yvettes sounds pretty decent, you know? Divine Asura, take up thy blade and wage war upon mine earthly rival. I mean, like, I'm not interested in world conquest. Like, I'm not here to say conquer the world for that guy or even for myself. But 8 Yvettes. We could do some serious damage to bosses. Nay, Hildebrand, against a primal, we may be more hindrance than help. We dare not remain within its sphere of influence. Best of luck, my friend. I must make a gentlemanly withdrawal. Okay. Well, time to kill more gods. The Gilded Araya, now accessible. Oh, shit, we have like an actual trial fight? Oh fuck, it's actually a trial. Okay. Let's go warrior. Let's see here. Trials. Gilded Araya. I'm just saying, imagine 8 warriors just running at this boss funny. It'd be great. She wouldn't stand a chance. I like his concept, not his use case, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't need to conquer the world. Yet. Let's see here. I mean, she's right there. Surely I can just, you know, walk up and... God, imagine if it just immediately... Alright, fair enough. Well, this is what I get for not being here on patch day, is we might have to wait just a little bit. It shouldn't be too bad, though. Let's see here. In the meantime... God, I do need to actually do mount farming at some point. Like, I've done mount farming with groups. I've, like, joined them, and it's like, oh, you know, we're trying to farm, like, Gwibbers for people and all that. And then I farm it for everybody, and then I'm just like, yeah, no thanks. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't use any of these mounts aside from chair. And, yeah, chair. I use chair. You know? So do I really need, like, other stuff? Other mounts? Same with minions. I don't use any minions aside from, like, occasionally setting up the campfire for like a G-pose shot. Because you can just... Oh, unable to summon minion here. Fair enough. Can't even have the melon. No funny sentient melon. Let's see here. What is actually the wanted queue for this? Trials, roulette obviously is tank. I know at high levels DPS are often kind of the bottleneck. Because everyone played tank and healer to actually get to level 90. And now no one's a DPS at 90, it feels like. Dodging queues early suddenly puts you in not the greatest position. But yeah, so in theory, this is all we need to do to finish up our relic quest. Then we can see about getting the Dark Knight weapon upgrade. After that, we can maybe do a couple dailies to try and level Dragoon at 90. I think it's at 84. And then, yeah, we can grind PvP. Cloud 9 Framer's Kit, Fierce Attire, our Fierce Tyrant Attire's Coffer, Defeatist Attitude. There is an armor set that I miss and wish I had a way to get, which is the Fiendish armor. There was a essentially every odd-numbered season has an armor set at 25, and every even-numbered season has a mount at 25. So, let's see here. Last season, I think, was the Orb. Maybe? That or the Orb's 2 seasons old, but this Orb here, Logistics node. But back in Season 3, it was the False Monarchy gear, and then in Season 1, it was the Fiend gear. And so I didn't play much PvP in Season 1. In fact, I played none. I just completely let the first 2 seasons fly by me. And then in like the final week of Season 3, I grinded all the way for False Monarchy. So naturally, I'm using none of it. And then I'm going to grind for the Fierce Tyrant Attire's Coffer, which I won't be able to use the helmet for because I play Viera. As for the rest of the armor, who knows? Maybe I'll be able to do something with it. I wish we had more sort of warrior-esque PvP sets. Everything's been, like, knight-based for the tanks. Fiendish armor was no exception here. Let me see if I can pull up a picture real quick. Fiendish armor, FFXIV. Archfiend armor, that's what it was. Alright, here we go. Let me turn on my screen capture. Boom. This was the Series 1 PvP set. It was pretty cool. Like, it's, it kind of gave me, like, Zora Magdaros vibes from Monster Hunter World for the armor. That was sort of the main appeal of it. Let's see here. And then if I back this up, I need to zoom it back out too. Let's see here. Archfiend armor came from the Archfiend attire. Then there was the False Monarchy attire. Let's see here. So this one I actually do have. And let's make sure I have not missed Q real quick. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've got False Monarchy. And then Fierce Tyrant is the newest one. No way I can just do something like that, right? Okay, fair enough. That was helpful. And then Fierce Tyrant attire. Which, if I come here... Hey, there we go. But yeah, it's dyeable. It's got all kinds of stuff. The red fabric stays, but you can then, like, dye the metal parts. It's pretty cool. That said... thinking I'm going to try and get that. I'm not sure if I'll actually make use of it. Because I'm not sure what class I'd use it for, honestly. They're all very knightly sets, which strikes me as good for, obviously, Dark Knight and then Paladin. The warrior aesthetic, though, at least that I go for, is more of the just, like, super light armored barbarian. And then Gunbreaker, I don't have unlocked. Let's see here. Here's all my classes, in case anybody was curious. 68 Paladin. Hate the Paladin job quests. They're just kind of awful. At least to me. Gunbreaker, I have not unlocked. And then, yeah. Trying to get Dragoon to 90 next, I think. Also, we've hit 8 minutes of wait time, which was our expected average wait time, and we are still the only person in queue for this. Yikes. Well, hopefully they don't have us sitting here particularly long. Let's see. I still need to get Astro up at some point, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's It's a job. Healers are not my main role. I got one of each role up, so that way I could flex to whatever was needed. That's why I also did 2 tanks, and I did 1 pure healer, 1 barrier healer, so I could just flex into whatever group I happen to find on, you know, like PF. I just be like, oh, this group, they need a tank. I can just boom, warrior, Dark Knight, fling myself in there. But yeah, now I need to actually like get the other jobs up there. I've heard Red Mage is like interesting for the job quests. Haven't touched it though. Alright. I might need to conscript some people. I'll see if I can reach out to anybody. Come on. Let me in. I need to fight. I need to kill. Average wait time 10 minutes? Yeah, we're already past 10 minutes, game. Alright, I've reached out to a couple people I know to check in with them and be like, hey, I'm stuck in queue, and tank queue is surprisingly dead. And it seems they might not be at this point. Uh-oh. I was like, hey, Franny, can you come help me with Astra? And she hit me with what? And I was like, uh-oh. Maybe she knows? We'll see. Usually tank queue isn't this bad. Usually tank is like the fast queue. This is strangely atypical that there is myself, some healer, and absolutely 0 DPS players doing this fight. Jeez. If this takes too long, though, we might swap tasks. We'll give it a few more minutes. And if it continues to fail us, then we will swap over to leveling Dragoon. Alright, so, how you been, chat? Not sure if we got anybody who's up for a good old up for a bit of chatting. Small talk, all that kind of stuff, all the things that you hate to have to do. Doing good? Hey, that's good, man. Glad to hear it. In my case, I've been doing all right. I woke up, did some stuff around the house to help folks out, did a run to the stores, living that that house husband lifestyle type deal. Tent house, go shopping, get food, and then yeah, settle in for a nice stream. Despite Final Fantasy's best attempts. Oh, we lost the healer, but we gained a DPS. Average wait time is 13 minutes. We're at 14:30. I'm not convinced about that wait time game. Just thinking of playing Pseudo Gallia. I'm not familiar with that one, Glenn. What's that about? Pseudo Regalia. Come on, game. Let me in. I'm debating if I re-queue as DPS, but additionally it's like I'm already here as tank. Actually, I wonder if I come to Trials, Void Castius, Storm's Crown, Hades Eligibility, Emanation. Okay, so there's nobody here running this. Pseudo Regalia is an N64 Metroidvania with a goat girl. Unknown Contraption says I have 30k points to spend. Uh-oh. What are you planning to do with all those points? I've been debating adding a couple new redeems, just for the memes. Hey, let's go. The party's building. We've got a tank, a healer, and a DPS at 16 minutes in. We've got 3 people. New 1-year VIP reward? Ooh. I was debating doing some sort of like VIP thing. I think I'd have to track that myself, but I could try to set that up. I'm not sure if I could set up some sort of system to automate that for me, to where it's like, oh, here's the redeem, and then 1-year VIP reward. It is in your point shop. Okay. So I already have something in there. I have not actually taken a look at some of my redeems in a while. I just get hit with Hydrate, and then I, go through an entire bottle faster than I can count. Let's go. Average wait time 16 minutes. It's doubled what it used to be. We're already above it. 17 minutes and counting, baby. You'll love to see it. Been waiting. I have 70k points. Looks like the game itself is not starting with the FF4 bosses. Is Asura from FF4? I'm not familiar with some of the older titles. The only other Final Fantasy games I've really played were Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced for the Game Boy Advanced. And then I played a little bit of Final Fantasy VII on an old PlayStation up in Canada, like in my really younger years. Yep. Okay. So Asura is from FF4. Fair enough. The more you know. Come on, game. We've been waiting so patiently. Just throw me random people from the trial queue. Also, speaking of being told to hydrate, hello, Fugo. I got you. This time we drank. Good stuff. First ever game was FF13 on the PlayStation 3. It was a game from my uncle. Ooh, nice. I forget which one. I actually did play one other game, I remember. I forget which one it is, but it's the one with like lightning, snow, and then like a couple of kids. I played it on Xbox 360, and it was like 6 discs. It was kind of ridiculous. That is 13? Okay. Okay, so yeah, I did play a little bit of FF13. I got stuck multiple times, but the major roadblock that prevented me from ever actually finishing the game was whatever primal you have to fight whenever you're playing as Lightning and Hope. I was getting just absolutely clobbered by the like primal that they were going after. I struggled bust for a while on snows, but I eventually managed to get it under control. Actually, now that I think about it, snows like turn into like a motorcycle, right? I wonder if that inspired DMC5 Dante's motorcycle weapon at all. Yeah. Like I said, though, I didn't manage to get super deep into the game. The only one that I did like a ton was like Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced, and I played the ever-living shit out of that game. So many save files. Don't think I ever actually beat it though. I got close, but then I would like put myself in a really bad situation and not be able to recover super well. I didn't get far in the game due to a disc dying on me. Oof. Yeah, I feel that. Wait, you say the disc, not a disc? It wasn't a 6-disc set for PlayStation? So, man, it was ridiculous for the 360. Because I think the 360 didn't have Bluetooth. Or not, Jesus. Not fucking Bluetooth, but Blu-ray. I'm dumb. I'm from NA. Don't blame me. I'm from NA. But it didn't have Blu-ray. So it was just on like actual DVDs. So they had to use multiple of it. Hey, let's go. We got full tanks. We got another deep. Let's go! There it is. That's the Q. The Gilded Araya Q Savage. Holy shit. Falseman Usia. Asura.
I am Asura, and on battle I thrive. Have you the courage and strength to face me?
Lower Realm. Raid wide, set up kill barrier at the wall. Okay.
Will you dance, or will you bleed? The frail shall fall.
One hit tank buster. Okay.
You've not time to blink.
Ephemerality. Raid wide? Ooh, no. There's more to this. Alright. Those are just AoEs. Yo, is there a extreme version of this fight, do we know?
Tremble before the might of the Minutia. Come forth, embodiment of carnage. Revel on the bloody field of war. The spirit of battle awakens. Sharp is the lesson. The weak shall perish.
Okay, so now it does a big cleave. It's essentially a circle AoE. Centered on the big one.
The gleaming edge.
So then for this one, we're going to want to be near the wall over here, in theory, whenever it does it. Hey, let's go. We're gaming. It's doing a forward cleave as far as she's concerned. That's going to come out. Yeah, just like that. I think I got hit. Oh well. Just give everybody a heal. That'll be fine.
Behold the sixfold blade.
Okay, so oops. This is fine. I didn't need those bones, you know?
Fury be my strength.
So fire's gonna be the one that detonates, maybe? Face of Wrath. She showed red. Don't be on red. Cool.
I will scatter your bones. Show me your steel.
Then she's gonna have the statue repeat. Maybe? Or is she just gonna do a series of one? Lower realm, raid wine, speed knit it. Cool.
Spirit of battle awakens. Sharp is the lesson. Show me your steel. Hear the gleaming edge.
And teleported. Okay.
Unmerciful light shine upon you.
Alright. Healers are still fine. DPS took a little bit of a dive. They'll be fine though.
Behold the sixfold blade.
Two, come across. Three, go back across. Back across. Okay, yeah. That was easy.
The face of battle is ever changing.
Many faces. Okay. Enrage? Question mark?
Joyful is your downfall. I will scatter your bones.
Reaper used Arcane Circle, so we try to burst in it.
Will you dodge or will you bleed?
Lower realm, we net that for the party.
You've not time to blink.
Alright, this is gonna be danger AoEs.
Show me your steel.
Blade scatter. Okay, it's just this.
The prey shall fall.
Helmet for the main tank, and it's my damage.
Spirit of battle awakens. Dark is the lesson. Show me your steel.
Is it gonna move? Yes.
The gleaming edge.
And easy. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Aside from pulling tank privy on one mechanic, we did fine. Player comm, we'll give it to our other tank. Hey, I got a couple comms. Love to see it. Good show, Yvette. 'Twould seem you thoroughly trounced that pesky primal. And even as we speak, mother and father should be informing the radiant host of that despicable Van Hoodie's wrongdoings. The divine Osira defeated. Turn the wheel. We flee for now. Who's flying the starship without my permission? That treasure is mine and mine alone. You called your vessel, Master Poo-Poo. No, I did not. It's my friend's ship. Oh, fuck. Let's go. Fuck 'em. At last, the moment of sweet reunion is at hand. I am so relieved to see you safe. Likewise, my friend. But why did you open fire on the airship? Didn't that man help you after your crash? He did, at first. He pulled me from the wreckage and saw to it that my vessel was repaired. So in return, I replicated whatever trinket he desired and taught him the basics of starship technology. But that resolved to be a terrible error in judgment. When I was infected by one of this star's unique pathogens, he took advantage of my weakened state. He seized my ship, flew me out to the jungle, and left me to die. Slowly, agonizingly, I was able to synthesize a cure for my affliction, and then I came back to reclaim my property. This experience has led me to conclude that the dominant sentient life forms here are dull-witted, cruel, and entirely unsuited to peaceful cohabitation. We must launch a full-scale invasion. It is the only way to guarantee our survival. No, they are not all like that. These ones have been nothing but kind to me. Oh yes, they're all smiles until they laser you in the back. We have to strike first before they show their true colors. Oh boy! Uh-oh. The ship's reactor core has been breached. If it explodes, everyone in the vicinity will be atomized. And we're all in the vicinity. Oh, shit. We've got nukes in Final Fantasy. Let's go. Think, damn it. Think! If I'm to stop the explosion, I need to traverse a considerable distance to the starship, but I can conceive of no logical solution. Oh, Lord. I'll go ahead and hide the Yvette. Inspector Branderhild, you must employ my father's mighty moves to propel me to the vessel. I too have calculated that Lord Godbert's signature techniques are our only means of achieving sufficient propulsion, yet there is a flaw in your proposal. I lack the strength to properly perform the throw, and have no time to teach you the starship's controls. Inspector Hildebrand, it is you who must fling me. Skyward, as only a Manderville can! In the wrong I lost my grip. Given my trajectory and velocity, the correct shift and posture should generate enough lift and precessional motion to... Yes! I can still make it! Of course. too late. The reactor is going critical. There's only one way to save the day. No, Inspector Brandahild! Inspector Brandahild! Our brief time together was more than any detective clone could ask for. Be well, my friends. Holy shit. Is this case closed for Inspector Brandahild? Surely he has some of that Manderville durability. Nay, my loyal assistant, as a chip off the old gentleman, our dear Brandahild has surely survived to tell the tale. We shall see him again, mark my words. You rescued me, even though I tried to incinerate you with high-intensity plasma blasts. Even at the cost of one of your own. If only I could make amends and earn your forgiveness. But alas. I don't know why I'm giving him like a pseudo, like, TTS voice. There's not to forgive. With his blocky constitution, Inspector Brandahild will be just fine, I assure you. As a friend of Master Poo-Poo, you are a friend of ours. And what are a few minor plasma burns among friends, eh? Rebels don't leave plasma burns, chat. Friends leave plasma burns. You heard it here first. Our home planet, it was lost to the phenomenon you call the final days. We survived only because we were away exploring the cosmos at the time. Our explorations, which had heretofore served no purpose but curiosity, shifted to a search for a safe haven. We visited countless stars, but all had succumbed to the same insidious ruin as our own. Growing desperate, we decided to settle on any suitable refuge we could find, whether it was populated or not. If the native beings were hospitable, we would live peacefully alongside them. If not, we were prepared to claim a new home by force. So it was that I arrived at your miraculous planet, lulled by the apparent absence of metaphysical chaos. I blundered into a mundane war zone, where I was promptly shot out of the sky. The rest of you know, having fallen behind during our search, I hurried here with my communications, received no answer. That was when I met you, Inspector Hildebrand. Those touched by despair of the final days are reduced to beasts. Given our savage willingness to invade your star, it would seem that, in a sense, we fell prey to that despair after all. Fortunately, my encounter with you generous people brought me to my senses, an outcome for which I am profoundly grateful. You saved our lives. We are eternally grateful. That said, there is nowhere else for us to go. Would it be too much to ask for us to live here, on your star? Well, of course you may stay. and I suspect you will be wishing to repair your damaged vessel. Mummy! Oh, Inspector, not again! Wait for me! Oh, never a dull moment around our Hildebrand. At least we needn't worry if the ship crashes, not with an impervious Mandervillian on board. Ah, funny you should mention that. Upon reviewing the Manderville family tree, 'twas made clear that a lord without heirs of his own passed the name to an adopted child several generations ago. Are you saying that you and your son are not direct descendants of Godbrand, the alien progenitor of the Manderville line? Then how do you explain your unnatural sturdiness? When it comes to building strength and perfecting gentlemanly technique, 'tis not one's lineage which matters, but rather the unbending conviction within one's heart. Though Godbrand's bloodline be broken, House Manderville shall live on through us. If the begoggled boy can't swallow that explanation, I've also heard talk of some unseen power driven by feelings and emotions. Could be that you and Hildy have tapped into that cosmic essence. Oh, if that's the case, then you must be positively swimming in it, my dear. Every thing appears to be under control here. So let's return to the city, shall we? My man is sweating. He fucked up. I gotta get it. Okay, I can use this as a meme template. Let's go. Get a screenshot of that. That's a meme template in the waiting. Oh, man. That's so good. Once more do I find myself hurtling at superlative speeds towards an unknown destination. Another day, another thrilling case for Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. God, the Manderville questline is a fucking trip. I love it. Thanks to an enlightening conversation with Master Poo Poo on the way back, I believe I have the answers required to proceed with our weaponsmithing project. I trust the endeavor yet holds your interest. Pray inform Master Geralt of your willingness to assist. My hammer and I shall make all haste to the High Crucible. And with that, I bid you good day. Thank ye all for looking out for our beloved son. I'm sure him and the blocky lad'll be back for more cases afore you know it. God, Mama Manderville's built different. She's great. She's a warrior. That's even better. Just straight warrior moment. You've gone above and beyond for us, Yvette. So I'd like you to have the one replicated starship we made. It doesn't have the duplication facility or other such technology on board, but it will carry you throughout the skies. Use this key to call it whenever you wish. Ayo? New mount? Straight up? As for the two of us, we've decided to get to know our new home better by embarking on a journey of exploration. And so this is where we must say our farewells. Thank you for everything. We are fortunate indeed to have met you. Love those little goobers. Look at them go. Seems Poo-Poo wasn't planning an invasion after all. He even tried to stop his friend from launching an attack. Calling an end to this investigation, Yvette. Your unfailing support during this entire ordeal has been most appreciated. Thanks to you, I was able to observe the inner workings of Charlayan, and even travel to the surface of the moon in search of the truth. When my own conspiracies threatened to blind me, you were there to open my eyes to the true shape of things. This world yet harbors its share of strange and inexplicable, not the least of which is the source of Hildebrand's impossible physiology. If not an alien, then... mayhaps he's the product of a hyper-advanced civilization from the distant past? The descendant of some gruesome biological experiment? Someone needs to plumb the depths of these unexplained phenomenon, and I am the very man for the job. Godspeed. A gentleman to walk with me, orchestrion roll, and UFO identification key. Hell yeah. Enigma remains. Folk, the clothing bespoke, a gentlemanly family, the good houseman. Okay, I might actually have to try to do something with that. I need to get a vocalized version. Hey, yo, what the Lopret's doing? Hildebrand will return? The story never ends, truly. Cannot wait to see Hildebrand and Dawn Trail with the beach episode. Speaking of which... Let's go. Potato Gains. Oh, good lord. What are we getting up to now? Surely there's not more quest, right? Unless... Hey, let's go! It's Brandahild. Surely. Yes! He's alive! Hell yeah. New Game Plus chapter has been added. Identified Flying Gentleman. Alright, so now, if I come over to the one person, they should have stuff for me. Pretty sure I need the amplifying achondrite. Let's go double check though. Extract material on the way. Last I recall, I kind of depleted my materia stores because I helped a few friends pentameld their gear. Not to mention getting a few big melds of my own. Let's see here. I'd want to do Dark Knight because that's what I'm rating as. Please note that upon completing the quest, Resonating with Perfection, you will receive a Manderville weapon for a Dark Knight. Please ensure you have changed to the desired job before speaking with Geralt. Yeah, do it as a Dark Knight. I hear Godbert's finally figured out how to perfect his alien weaponry. About bleeding time, eh? We shall inform his lordship that you are eager to begin. At long last, Yvette, the end to our arduous yet most rewarding weaponsmithing journey is finally in sight. And a bloody expensive journey it's been. That's why I'm here, not as a dutiful wife or doting mother, but as a concerned senior partner of Manderville and Manderville. Our company's footed the bill for all sorts of extravagant materials and expert assistance, not to mention the rent we're paying to these high crucible facilities. Even this is the final stage of the process. That's only one Manderville weapon out of house-sodden many. Our side business in replica weapons ain't exactly booming neither, so I reckon I needed to come and gauge the value of continuing this venture with my own two eyes. She's gonna beat him up. So let us offer our full cooperation to my wife. Business partner as she oversees proceedings. Now there's a sight. Seems his lordship's lost his cocksure composure. What happened, Godbert? Were you just telling me how your ridiculous wealth made you free to craft whatever you pleased? I'd be on my best behavior if I were you, Master Geralt. After all, your considerable remuneration is one of the main expenditures Lady Julianne will be scrutinizing. Let us move on to the topic of armament augmentation, shall we? Unsurprisingly, the key to perfected weaponry lies in the application of the perfect oil, a substance known as Ultra Manderville. The superlative lubricant will serve to maximize ethereal conductivity. Again with the creepy oils. And, as one might have predicted, the Ultra Manderville's main ingredient is derived from yet another incredibly rare meteoric material. Cosmic crystallite, 'tis called. When it came to the method for extracting said ingredient from the meteorite, however, my ancestor's relic was conspicuously devoid of instruction. Thus did I consult with Master Poo-Poo. Thanks to his encyclopedic knowledge of alien civilizations, he was able to furnish me with the requisite technique. I must say, 'tis a rather unorthodox process, and one I cannot complete alone. It shall necessitate the involvement of everyone present. I don't like the sound of that. What foppish nonsense are you meaning to foist upon us this time? Oh, nothing too terribly taxing, I assure you. All shall be explained in due course. Ere we can begin, we must tend to the tedious chore of procuring crafting materials. Yvette, if you would, pray acquire the crystallite through our usual tombstone-hungry vendor. Okay. We shall require 3 goodly chunks. One for the oil's main ingredient, and the others to reshape the weaponry itself. Yes, I should warn you that these advanced Mandervillian techniques will not only enhance your armament's properties, but also greatly alter its appearance. In anticipation of such wondrous transformation, let us hurry to our tasks. Okay. Let's do it. I've seen one of the final stage relics, I think. Our Reaper has it. Chunks of cosmic crystallite can be obtained, yeah, from the merchant. Boop. Cosmic crystallite. How many? 3? Cool. Glad I did not try to buy materials preemptively. So it would have been very sad if I did. And I need to have the Manderville Greatsword in my inventory. Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and... Oops. Get dressed up as a black mage. Resonating with perfection. Okay, so I still need to be Dark Knight. Fair enough. But I need to have a different Dark Knight sword equipped. Do I have another Dark Knight sword? Uh-oh. Here we go. Diadakos. Great sword. Cool. Actually, before I give you those shiny rocks, I am going to be losing this weapon, so I need to pull my materia out of it real quick. It has no materia. Okay, never mind. Not an issue. We're good. Crisis averted. Aye, these ought to do the trick. I'll grab his lordship and we can get to work. Thank you for your untiring efforts, Yvette. These acquisitions are most demanding, I know, but we could not proceed without them. Crystallite of this type is said to have mystical properties. Its every mote infused with aether from its journey across the cosmos. We will use Godbrand's technique to harness and condense that cosmic energy, that we may extract a single concentrated drop. This precious liquid is the heart and soul of Ultra Manderville coding. Well, that's bloody fascinating and all, but would you explain the goddamn technique already? You need to have us fighting this time, meditating? Posing gentlemanly. Dancing, my good man. We shall perform the traditional dance of House Manderville together. Let's go! We gotta do the dance. Do you mean the Manderville dance or the Manderville Mambo? In his search for a viable method, Godbrand failed to extract the crystallite's ethereal essence innumerable times. Frustrated beyond measure, he eventually contacted a friend on a far-off star to ask for advice. Thus did he learn the theory of compressing the crystallite's stored energies by bombarding it with a specific etheric waveform, much like squeezing a lemon. An inspired Godbrand then returned to work, where he experimented with generating waveforms through physical movement. One particular choreography provided the perfect resonance, and lo, the trademark Manderville undulations were born. The lore is so deep, chat. Holy shit. The dance that we've been doing since ARR is actually to produce the correct etheric waveforms to squeeze crystallite. Oh, and as it so happens, the far-off star in question was the home world of our own Master Poo-Poo. 'Twas his keen eye that recognized the familiar resonant properties of our gentlemanly dance, and allowed us to rediscover the extraction process. Dress it up in fancy words all you want, but I ain't swallowing this ridiculous shite. Think you can extract mineral essence with your daft dancing? Ha! Count me out. I've come in a strictly observational role, so no dancing for me neither. If you both so wish, we shall perform the extraction without you. As for you, Yvette, your role shall be most crucial. Should like you to hold the crystallite and catch the quintessence as it falls. Okay. You got this, Godbert? perform your gentlemanly undulations. Classic Manderville dance. You see, load of chocobo shite. The dance lacks sufficient intensity. For the love of... Fine. What the hell are they doing over there? He's leaving after images. Let's go. Excuse me. It's bloody magical. The resonance, 'tis still not strong enough. Let's go. Most gentlemanly. Gotta imagine if you actually needed to do a synchronized dance to extract essence from a rock in order to power up a weapon. Ultramandervillium oil. Truly the ultimate life forms. Huzzah! Our combined performance did the trick. Master Geralt and I will take it from here. Let us prepare the vial of Ultramanderville and proceed with the final augmentations. Aye, you're about to witness the peak of craftsmanship. That was beautiful. I'd never seen something so gentlemanly before. Now we apply the Ultramanderville coating. As with the prior stage, the final composition of the oil's ingredients will greatly influence the armament's properties. I shall need you to take a moment to consider, well, which qualities you value most in your weaponry. Just the attributes of your Manderville weaponry. Primarily, crit. Secondarily, determination. Finally, tenacity. Dark Knight does not need skill speed. Mandervillus Greatsword. Hell yeah. You are certain? Then so it shall be. Yo, let's fucking go, chat. We got the cyberpunk fucking greatsword. Behold, Yvette, the work is done. The perfected art of dedicated artisans. A Mandervillus greatsword. The beauteous, tangible reward for all our toil and sacrifice. It's a grand sight, alright. Fighting mammoths, drinking weird booze, and dancing weirder jigs is an odd bloody way to forge a weapon. You can't argue with the end result. There is, in fact, one other favorable consequence to finishing our project. My family's relic contains what appears to be a locked recording, and, if what Master Poo-Poo tells me is correct, our completed Manderville weaponry should serve as the key to opening it. Shall we give it a try? Sure. Now we're gonna have to make a glam around it, though. Manderville weapons. The saga ends. First ever relic weapon I've completed. Ah, excellent. 'Twould seem the relic has responded to your armament. Let us commence the viewing. The original Manderville man? Godbrand Manderville? If you are watching this recording, then I must assume you have successfully brought the Manderville weaponry to its completed state. Allow me, then, to share some of the philosophy that went into the weaponry's creation. As I explained in my previous story, the many worlds upon which we Mandervillians resided were laid to waste by an inexplicable catastrophe. The final days, one must imagine. Peace reigns upon this star for now. We can never know when or what manner of chaos might threaten our tranquil lives. Thus did I endeavor to forge armaments with the power to repel any threat, no matter how dire. However, in the wrong hands, such powerful weapons may exacerbate the very problem they were created to solve. Sadly, my long search for worthy wielders, those possessed of both martial excellence and unyielding moral fortitude, has failed. I am left with no choice but to destroy my triumphant works. That explains how you lost the originals, eh? In the hopes that a deserving hero will one day emerge, I have decided to leave the secrets of their manufacture to my heirs. By necessity, the process must be rendered cryptic, lest these potent armaments be too readily attained. The fact that you are watching this proves you had the wisdom to pierce my elaborate obfuscations, and the discipline to retrace the grueling steps of my smithing saga. I have faith in your judgment. Do what is just, and entrust the Manderville weaponry to those who champion the ideals of peace. Most gentlemanly. How gratifying to know that my motives were aligned with those of my ancestor. It's my own experience of the final days which moved me to recreate the Manderville weapons and put them in heroic hands such as yours. Me, who a quest or two earlier was talking about making a clone army of myself. And 'tis more gratifying still that we should succeed in the task which Godbrand himself set for his descendants. I thank you all for your valuable contributions. I'll admit, it was a bit of a shock to hear we were crafting alien designs, but you hired the right smith for the job. You know the job isn't over yet, yes. There are still many weapon variants we have left to reforge. I know. Don't get your bloody small clothes in a twist. Stick around until the last blow is hammered. For the extraction of the Ultra Manderville essence, I must ask that you call upon the assistance of the High Crucible Alchemists. Matters not who performs the dance, as long as they do so with gentlemanly perfection and aplomb. It's clear to me now that the Manderville weapons are more than just a pet project. They're an investment in the future of our world. You have me permission to keep them on the books as an official Manderville and Manderville enterprise. Oh, that is a relief. It would be difficult to cover these expenses with my weekly entertainment budget. With that settled, we can continue as before. Our most excellent House Manderville artisan shall handle requests to perfect other weapons in your possession. Meanwhile, our resident expert alchemist will assist with adjusting weapon properties, assuming you supply the requisite crystallite, of course. All in all, this has been a most satisfying experience. My thanks again, and I look forward to our next mutually beneficial encounter. Hell yeah. Let's go. That is the first ever Relic story I have completed. Because, I'll be honest with you, the others are just a bit too much trouble for me. With great power comes great mandervility. And now we also have our perfected Manderville's Greatsword. Ayo, that thing just whip blade? Oh, that's so cool. Love that. Let's see here. I think it's V pose. Where I can get it on the shoulder. Now if I go into G pose. Nice. Not bad. We need to get a glam for it, though. The warrior glam doesn't work for it. The warrior glam works for my warrior weapons, but we need to get a Dark Knight glam put together. So, let's see here. I don't think there's an inn around here, is there? No, the inn's over in Charlian. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'll teleport to the free company. And then from there, I'm just going to warp into Ishgard. There we go. Alright, I'm not sure if I have any decent-looking parts to go with this. I actually really like the look of the weapon without the particle. Like, the particle's cool, don't get me wrong. Yeah, but I actually just kind of prefer the, like, base look of it. I'm going the wrong way, I think. Yeah, I am. I feel like the particle just obscures the blade a little much for my liking, maybe. We can see, though. So let's see here. We can replace the pajama glam on 20. Inkeep. Let's see here. I don't think I have anything that's super, like, techno looking. There's not too much I can wear in terms of headwear for Viera. I've got, like, a hood, I've got a veil. Let's just see about throwing on some, like, heavy stuff real quick. I'll swap these over to, like, Wolfram. Alright, so that's, you know, super dark and edgy, but it doesn't quite work with the weapon we're using. Could go with the beads again. Beads is a classic. Prince Nez. Let's see here. Do I have... Where's my Bosnian fending? Do something like... Debating if we go, like, open-fingered, maybe? For the gloves? Or if we just go, like, full gauntlet. That doesn't help. Street handwear, maybe? Kind of works. It'll serve for now. Yeah, not going for the PvP arms. And we're going a sort of leather armor hybrid look. So we might go for leather boots. Good old boots offending, maybe. Heels are going to be a little much for this. Not feeling exposed foot because we already have exposed hand. Yeah, we'll go with the Yorha boots. Yeah, that actually... I like that. That works. Now, let's see here. Can we show a necklace? I don't think it shows. Yeah, no necklace appears. Okay. As for earring, that won't appear. We can go with the feather. Have the little bit of just like red accent to go with the Prince Nez. And yeah, set it. That's not bad. The red doesn't quite work. I say that, but it fades to purple. You know? It kind of works. Don't think I can dye the Prince Nez at all. Yeah, nah. It's got the little, like, blacked out plus with the purple border. That means it's not dyeable. Alright, fair enough. Let's see here. I've got the Bajin hood. Definitely not that. Blindfold, no. Where are my ears? Not acceptable. Ooh, the bismuth goggles actually kind of work. For now, we'll leave it as it was. I just kind of like this. It will serve. New Dark Knight glam acquired. Now then, let's see about something completely different. Dragoon. I need to finish getting this class grinded up. Let's see here. Roulettes. Leveling. How much are we looking at? Average wait time, 8 minutes. I don't trust that. Last time I had an average wait time of 8 minutes. It took us 19 minutes, I think, to get into that instance. We might just say fuck it and queue for PvP, honestly. I need to make sure that I've got my PvP hotbar set up, but let's see here. The Majestic Mandeville Greats are registered. The gear set cannot be found. Place it with Flame Guillotine? No. Unable to equip Dark Knight. Oh my god. Okay, fine. There we go. And boom. There we go. Problem solved. Let's go ahead and withdraw that queue. And then I guess I need to head to Wolvesden Pier to make sure that I've got my PvP hotbar set up for Dark Knight. It's been a bit. I guess, do I go Dark Knight? Or do I go Black Mage? Black Mage I'm decent with. There we go. Black Mage is an interesting class in PvP. As I've told some of my buddies, how Black Mage works is if your Black Mage has to touch the point, you lose the game. Like if your Black Mage needs to touch the objective, that's what we call losing. But the Black Mage can just hang back. They will nuke all of your enemies. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and try one of each. We'll start off with Black Mage because I'm already on it though. Crystalline Conflict, casual match. Throw me in, Chief. Let's do it. Let's see. Let's mix up the glam a little. Rock the Prince Naz. Hell yeah. Let me in. I need a slaughter. Well, I mean, it's my first game of PvP in how many months? We're almost in March. We're not in March because it's a leap year. So we'll say like 3 months from this year, and then 3 months. It's been like 6 months since my last PvP game. Sure, nothing bad will happen. There will be no ill effect from me having not played. My skill will not have diminished. I will not be rusty, and I will totally kick ass, right? Right, chat? You believe in me. Let's see here. No healer on either side, which is good. Well, at least that they don't have a healer is good for us, because we don't have one. They're triple tank, we're triple DPS. Okay. "15 seconds. Yeah, it'll be fine. Also, why is sprint a toggle in PvP but not on the island? I mean, I can't say that anymore. I don't know if it's a toggle on island now yet. It needs to be though. Fair enough. Someone else took him out. Alright, I've got Limit Break available. Black Mage LB is kind of crazy. Oops, I used that ability wrong. Paladin protected me. What a Giga Chad. You'll love to see it. I knew it. I used my thing too soon, and then I canceled out. I'm dead, aren't I? 30,000 damage. I had 28k health. I was just shy. Fucking Black Mage moment. Let's go. Oopsie. Alright, oh, that's on me. I failed my team. Deep Freeze has no effect, ayo? Okay, I got unguarded by the warrior. Alright, let's just be so far out of his way that it is not worth it to go after us. Deep Freeze still has no effect? Holy shit. He's gaming. This man is just immune to crowd control. There it is. Turbulence in 10 seconds. It's on the left side of my screen. Alright, guard up. And we win. Nice. Not bad. Whoever I can get, jeez. Everyone's moving so fast. Not bad. As I said, I did not have to touch the crystal there. I win. You know? that's how Black Mage works, it feels like. If I needed to touch the crystal, we would have been doomed. But I did not need to touch the crystal. And so I just, yeah, I cast spell. It's great. That said, let's go ahead and pull out Dragoon, because there's one thing I know I can do, which is Duty Roulette Frontline. Then we queue for Frontline, because Frontline, the queue gives XP to whatever you queue in as. So we're going to queue in as Dragoon, then I'm going to swap over to like Black Mage or Dark Knight, depending on what my group needs. Because I'll be honest, I've got a hotbar set up for Dragoon. I do not know how to play Dragoon in PvP. This class is beyond me. I've dueled a couple of Dragoons, and I have not won. And I am not that Dragoon gamer. Flicks targets with Horrid Roar, reduces target's damage to you by 50%. Jeez, okay. Jump attack, 4,000 potency, grants Heaven Sent. Heaven Sent changes the Wheeling Thrust combo into Heaven's Thrust. So by 4, that changes my 1 into having a one-time special effect from the looks of it. Five is a jump back and a ranged attack. Okay. Yeah, it's beyond me. Either way, we load in as Dragoon, and then we swap. Come on. There we go. Let's go. Alright. We'll go Black Mage. Keep it simple. Yeah, we've already got two, two Dark Knights and a Warrior. Yeah, we'll be fine. We are not hurting for tanks. Chair. Oh, they're wearing the pumpkin. I thought they were like, I was like, is that a snowman? No. No, they're wearing the pumpkin head from the Halloween event. That's what they're wearing. Okay. Couldn't tell at first. I was like, what the hell? Alright, let's see here. It is monoliths. Okay. Let's see here. Central monolith and this one here. Pretty much break these monoliths, get points based on the damage you dealt to them. That Dragoon will die braver than most. Alright, now that we have access to the Tombstone, we're just going to kill it. Because you get points for dealing damage to the Tombstones, and then you can also get points by killing enemy players. That allows you to essentially steal points from the enemy team. Go. Alright, so we are in the lead for now, which is nice. Alright. Let's see here. Where's the next tomes coming up? Looks like it's up here. Blue's going for it. Said, punish this Dark Knight for just being all the way out here. Okay, so he didn't come down on me. Cool. And blue took that Tomelith all to themselves. Okay. Blue's now in the lead. Got another tome over here. Part of our team's fighting red. Where's blue going? Okay, blue is coming this way. I'm going to rally to red as opposed to wandering off on my lonesome. Uh-oh. Okay, I may have made a mistake anyway. Rallying. Ouch. Ouch. It's fine. I did not need these bones. Okay. Black Mage moment. Play Black Mage, get focused. Okay. Let's see if we can rally. So it looks like blue's going to get hit in the ass by red. And then we just focus on Tomelith. While they duke it out a little bit. Yeah, they're battling it out in mid, which is good for us. Nice. That puts us barely back into the lead. Let's see, there's a Tomelith to the north that we want to get. So maybe we can skirt around the conflict. Some of us are just running straight into it, though. Fair enough. Okay, this is officially not a spot I want to be in anymore. I'd rather rally to my team. Hold on me. Okay, Gunbreaker, Limit Break. Goddamn, let go. Oof. Fair enough. I am dead. Ah, the Dark Knight popped his Limit Break, so we couldn't kill him. Rip. Fair enough. Ouch. I didn't even manage to get my Super Flare off. We just lost a few points there. Mortal Flames is in the lead. Nothing we can't recover from, though. Let's see here. Red gets a Tomelith to themselves. That'll put them back in the game, just about. Can I hit them from up here? Surely not. But what if I... That's disgusting. I love that. Okay, so my Super Flare doesn't reach, but... I can be cheeky. And still not trigger burns on people, I don't think. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Excuse me, pardon me. Ouch. This is fine. Alright, we're in a bad spot. Nothing we can't recover from, though. Maybe. Yeah, so whenever you perform well in PvP, you will gain a status called Battle High. I had Battle High 1. I'm almost back to it. I need to be up at 20 in order to get it. Let's see here. It's like their monk, but it's the little gem icon that you see there. So like that monk with the effect that I'm targeting, they have Battle High. It gives you increased damage, but it also gives you essentially a shutdown bonus if the enemy can bring you down. Ouch, Dark Knight. Okay, fair enough. Didn't manage to get the Bard. Looks like we've got a skirmish here with blue, though. And there we go. Now we're at Battle High 1. Let's see here. We've chased them off. We've got people at one of the things. I think I'm going to rally to the main squad. Maybe. Yeah, preferably before blue collapses on me. Alright, we are now in last place. I think it's because we had a few people of ours get taken out by blue. There's a blue coming up behind me. Okay. Get this Tomlith. We definitely need to get some shutdowns on blue is the big thing. Final Tomlith in main is going to be lighting up soon, as well as the northernmost one. I think north is going to go off first. Red and blue are skirmishing. We want to try to get kills on blue, preferably. Like, we'll take kills on red. They're ahead of us, and we want to bring them down. Preferably, we want to be looking for their people with Battle High, if we can. Then again, I am also an AoE mage, so I'm happy so long as I'm hitting anybody. Ouch. Hello, blue. Fair enough. I got so obsessed fighting red. Ouch. That's gonna sting. Alright, blue might have this. Yike. That said, we do already have our limit break back, so we can go for another big burst. Let's see. Red's going for a Tomlith. We need to try to take this one for ourselves. Red's going to be up at 1.3k, so they'll still be behind blue, even if they full claim that Tomlith over there. And then, of course, we're going to be the most behind. After these ones, what's next? Battle High 5 has overtaken one of our guys. That's awesome. We love to see that. Got some blue hovering near the entrance. Getting caught out by red, though. Alright, looks like Center's going to be lighting up next that we need to be looking out for. Okay. Dancer backed off. Nice. Alright, battle for Center is going to be the big one. We need to kill blue. Actually, blue lost a few of their people. They've lost points. Honestly, aim for everyone. Blue and red are actually kind of close. Holy shit, let me hit somebody. Game's not over yet. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Blue took it. I don't even see them on the map. Those have gone for some smaller tome lists. We almost managed to take second. We tried clawing our way back up. Not bad. Yeah, so even though we played it as a thing, we got 891,000 Lancer experience points. Love to see it. Not enough to actually level us up, though, I think. Let's see here. Dragoon, still 84. Okay, but much closer now. Additionally, PvP profile, not quite maxed out to the next level yet. Alright, let's try a Q here. Lance raids are usually looking for DPS. We'll give those a try. It says healers. I'm saying I don't believe it, though. Do you need like 15 DPS? Speaking of which, yep, DPS queue for Alliance raid. Easy. I don't remember my rotation. Well, chat, we're going to learn the Dragoon rotation together. At whatever level we happen to be at. Because I have no fucking clue anymore. Let's see here. I want to get Mirage Dive. Which means I need Dive Ready. And then, okay, so I use High Jump into that. So, in terms of buffs, I think what I do is I do True Thrust, Disembowel to get my attack damage buff, Chaos Thrust to put the dot on the enemy, or no, so True Thrust, activate Battle Litany, Lance Charge, Disembowel, then we pop Dragon Sight, and Gearskogel. Let's see, and that's just AoE rotations. We'll figure it out. That'll be fine. Alright, what are we doing? Crystal Tower, probably? Damn it. It's Crystal Tower. Okay. Hit it when I'm right. So, for now, True Thrust. Then we Disembowel Lance Charge. Chaos Thrust. Jump, Dragonfire Dive, I think. Loop back through True Thrust. Vorpal Thrust. And then we Life Surge Full Thrust. Theoretically. Or Alliance B. Dragon's Voice is in. Ouch. Ram's Voice just froze us. It still is crazy to me that Dragoon does not have any AoE until 40. That's not right. Also, holy shit, why is everyone dying? Why am I about to be dying? Let's go. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Dragoon. Like, I played it for a little bit, and I was like, oh, you know, it's kind of neat. And then the more I played it, the more I was just like, nah, it's not for me. But at this point, it's like, I've already got it, like, up to 84. I might as well take it to 90. Something, sunk cost fallacy, you know? These hourglasses out of here, preferably. I don't know what the boss is doing, but I'm looking away from it, just in case it's the death check. Speaking of which, look away. Mortal Gaze goes off. We're fine. Cool. Red mage is about to be very sad. Okay. Alright. For the next double vision, I'm going to want to be on red side. Angra Mainyu. This is where I had heard that. This is the same name from Relink. Angra Mainyu. There it is. I knew I had heard that name somewhere. It's from the Crystal Tower raids in Final Fantasy XIV. Not sure how I didn't get caught in that mortal gaze, but we take those. So I want to be on white. And next I want to be on red, but I don't think we're going to get to that. Cool. Loot. Demon Hat of Casting. Wish I could wear it. Demon Circlet of Striking is wearable. Striking Samurai Monk. Meh. I'm not that interested in it. Don't need it. And destroy Thor. There's a lizard man with a cane. Apparently. A treasure coffer appears. Baited. Crystal Tower series is a pretty chill raid. It's story mandatory. Spoiler alert for those of you still in ARR, I guess, but I'm pretty sure most of us are a little bit further than ARR at this point. Stall for 2 seconds, get my dot with buff. There we go. In terms of like meaningful progress, I think I need to get my like tanks geared up. The armor can be shared between them, so we've already got Dark Knight's weapon from Manderville. So if given the chance, we're going to Tombstone Warrior the weapon, but first things first, we just need to make sure that we get our armor taken care of. The static that I'm running with, make Eorzea glib again, as they rebranded themselves. Their goal is the entire current tier, so P9S through P12S, which will be interesting. We struggled for quite some time on P8S. P9's not as bad comparatively. But my experience ends at P10S. I was there for the opening week of the tier, and then I never touched the tier again after that. Actually, I wonder if any of the raid gears look decent. Let's see here. Do I have any of the parts? That's Tombstone Black Mage. Limbo Circlet is the first tier. Yorha, Serendum. Purgatory is previous tier. Gradindum is Tombstone. Do I seriously not have a piece of the current tier's raid gear at all? Hey, yo. Shame on me. No. Surely I got like a necklace or something. Immaculate, that's that's previous expansions. Limbo, Moonward, Anabasos, 640. That's going to come out a little lower than my current tank stuff, I think. Renazir was 610. We'll figure it out. Alright, and we move on. Cancelled. Yeah, we backflip to cancel that one. Let's go. Funny Dragoon moment. Gaming. Get away from that person because they're about to get the suck. Arm's length, that shockwave. Hey, let's go. Never knocked down. We're gaming. It's not quite a warrior moment, but not bad. Alright, Cerberus, we are B, we are belly. So we need to get shrunk and then step into the slobber. Well, the slabber. A is for ads, B is for belly, C is for chains. Yup. We got this. I'm going to be out to the boss's side because he's got various, like, bite and tail attacks that we just don't want to have to deal with. So we are going to dip in for our positional bonus. Yep. So there's going to be some sort of orb. There we go. Gastric juice. Okay, yeah, so we do want the gastric juice. Alright, now that we've been shrunk, what we do is we go and we step in the slabber. And a bunch of other people just kind of jumped in. Uh-oh, I'm getting tank cleaved. Please hit me. Thank you. That was scary. Alright. And now we're going to give him a tummy ache. That's the secret trick. For the longest time, I actually didn't get to be in the B Alliance. I just kept rolling A and C. So I had no idea what I was actually supposed to be doing here. Hopefully we don't get digested. We're at 2 stacks of digestion. If we get too high, we're going to die. So we need to kill these faster. Come on, we don't have much longer. That's all. Yep, we're good. And we gave him a bellyache. Poor guy. I realized why I was walking slow. It was not because of a terrain effect. The numpad slash is how you toggle slow walk mode, or RP walk as people call it. And in case you didn't know, I two-hand my keyboard when I'm playing this game. So I've got one hand on WASD moving me around. You know, Q and E for strafe movement, WASD for general purpose. And then I have my right hand on my numpad, which is set up. So that way I can just... It's why everything typically goes 1 to 9 on my hotbars. And I try to avoid anything outside of those. Unless they're like rare exemption buttons where I can afford to be like, oh hey, let me grab my mouse, click something. Efficient? Probably not. I even bought myself an MMO mouse, so that way I wouldn't have to deal with that anymore. And then that MMO mouse is still sitting on my dresser to this day, in its box, completely unopened. Because, I mean, clearly, I've gotten used to my particular style, and I can play it relatively decently. All right, Cerberus down. Cool. Yeah. So anytime you see me on stream and I like turn my camera, that is my hands leaving my buttons to go and whip my camera around, which is hilarious when I have to like double weave like off global cooldowns. Because I'm essentially triple weaving. I'm triple weaving camera movement plus whatever buttons I'm pressing. Would I recommend it? Fuck no. Is it kind of funny? A little bit. Let's see here. Also, there's a new tombstone event I forgot about. I still have so many other tombstones. Pageantry, verity, scripture, lore, mendacity, creation. Oh, and we have started. Cool. I hit that GCD early. Oops. That's fine. Do we have anyone in cutscenes? Maybe. 7 people didn't ready. super wide on that. So we could, you know, like destroy clouds and stuff, which is arguably what we should be doing, or we can just keep stabbing the boss. I don't think she'll see that one coming. Turn brain off, spin around, swing stick, Dragoon. I think one of the things that annoyed me about Dragoon and their combo at higher level was the fact that you have to let your dot drop for like 2 seconds unless you're building like a bunch of skill speed on them. Like, I think their dot's like what, 24 seconds? Let's see here. Yeah, 24 seconds. Which is a really weird amount of time. Just because of how they loop through their combos. It was just like 27 seconds, maybe 30. Would have been non-issue. There she is. Let's get out of the beam. Beat me to the punch. Fair enough. No? Where the hell was ours? That'll be fine. Go to our tank, I suppose. And we don't care about any of the loot. Alright. 85 Dragoon. Getting up there. We can do Wondrous Tales for half a level, or we can try queuing for other things. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and join a leveling queue. It'll probably put us in a super low level dungeon. Unless... Let's see here. Limited leveling roulette. Limit the roulette to duties of an appropriate difficulty based on the level of party members. The duty chosen will be within 8 levels of the lowest level party member. Okay. Yes! Give me something a little higher level, even though I'm a little undergeared for it. It'll be fine. It's not like I'm trying to top the DPS charts. Let's see here. Is there any decent looking stuff for Dragoon? Alright, XRX already what I'm wearing. Neoish Guardian. Okay, Facet Mail. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. Let's see if I... Okay, so the shoulder pauldron is part of the coat. Yeah. That's actually kind of cool. Idurium. Yeah. It looks kind of like the Charlayan armor, now that I think about it. Like the Charlayan Tombstone level 60 gear from back in the day. Saga skin. Saga skin's a recolor of stuff from the Stormblood, like post-dungeon. Or post-Stormblood, like dungeon. Shisui of Violent Tides. Level 54. You know, not to be that guy. But I think this is a little lower than 8 levels below 85. That'll be fine though. Maybe I need to have like a full assembled party for limited leveling roulette. Okay, luckily that didn't spawn another mob, it just tried to jump at me. I haven't actually run this one in a while. There's some of it, it's like armor pieces are kind of popular in some glams, but not my kinds of glams. Here's a setting I need to get reset. I've been playing with it on, and it's only annoying whenever you're a caster. You don't notice it whenever you're other classes, but it's cannot cast while casting notification. I need to get rid of that because I mash on my keyboard to get my inputs through. Baird, so we do this from the flank, wheel in motion on the rear. True north, and ignore positions. The new True North is actually really nice. They changed it a little bit ago with 7.0, but cannot be understated how nice it is. Alright, I need to let the tank run first. Also, tank's rocking the Archfiend armor. Let's go. They're actually rocking the what I was talking about earlier with the PvP armors. So they're wearing the P8S. No, just P8 helmet. Yeah, that stuff looks so. It's actually great. seeing as we're slow pulling, I'll just go ahead and blow cooldowns. Also, I have been signaled that it is time for food. So after this dungeon, I'll probably say about wrapping things up. For now, though, we just rip and tear until it is done. Scouting, not for me. Alright, I'm going to resist. Blasting too many cooldowns. Alright. She's trying to seduce us, so we gotta be an old lady, so we're not attractive, you know? Alright, now that everything's off cooldown. Damn it. That's gonna be a chasing AoE. Yeah. Yeah, when I'm right. Alright, still managed to get things in under my window a little bit, at least. Uh-oh. Okay, we both got ulted by the same box. Wonderful. Should be a grandma. Motion, Fang and Claw. Move around to the third step of this combo, because 400 potency, I think, is our single hardest hit. Just from that. Motion. I'm being targeted again, but we got her. Actually the same rewards. Alright, let's do this. Pufferfish just wander towards you and then explode, so for the most part we just kind of ignore them. We got one more pull, I think, before boss. One more wall-to-wall, and then we're good. Damn, that armor looks cool. Hopefully they don't ever bring it back. because that would defeat the rarity of it, but I would not mind having it if there were a way. Cool. Boss time. And then me basic combo. So my buffs are a little misaligned. We're gonna stall for a couple of seconds. Nah, fuck it. Bong. Hey, level up. We got Heaven's Thrust. Got a treasure box. Sheesh, swing of striking. Yeah. No, thank you. I'll take the box that turns you old. There we go. Oh, God damn it. I can't even leave while old. Memes. Alright, that's it. I am all out of time for today, so I'm going to have to wrap this one up here. So, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Take it easy. Have a good one. Peace.